Have you ever wondered why so many nutritionists urge people over 60 to make blueberries a part of their daily diet? What makes this tiny purple berry consistently rank among the top 10 superfoods worldwide? Just imagine starting each morning with a handful of blueberries. Within just a few weeks, you may notice sharper memory recall, clearer vision, and a natural boost of vitality flowing through your body. However, the truth is not everyone knows how to eat blueberries the right way. There are mistakes, such as combining them with the wrong foods, that don't just cancel out their benefits, but can even bring negative effects, especially for older adults. And today, we're going to uncover the most common mistakes people make when eating blueberries, so you can truly maximize their power while avoiding hidden risks. Before we begin, leave a comment below with your city, your age, and whether you often eat blueberries. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more senior health tips every week. And as always, joining me today is our channel's renowned nutrition expert with decades of experience, Mr. Bill. Here's a little secret. Mr. Bill is in an especially good mood today, and he has spent days preparing this episode with great care and passion. So, dear viewers, stay focused, because you're about to receive some of the most valuable knowledge on how to get the best out of blueberries. And now, welcome, Mr. Bill.
Oh, hello, Mr. Shannon. It's such a pleasure to be back on the show.
That's right, Mr. Bill. Both I and our audience are very eager to hear the very first insights you have prepared for us today.
Okay, Mr. Shannon. The first mistake I want to share with our viewers is combining blueberries with high-sugar foods such as pastries, jams, or bubble tea. Fresh blueberries have a naturally refreshing sweet tart flavor, but many older adults prefer to consume them in sugary desserts. Blueberry cakes, blueberry jam, or syrups mixed into sweet drinks. The mistake here is that when blueberries are paired with large amounts of refined sugar, their health benefits are overshadowed, and for seniors with underlying conditions, this can even become harmful. It leads to dangerous post-meal blood sugar spikes, which are especially risky for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Refined sugar and starch also add empty calories, making it easier for older adults with limited physical activity to gain weight and develop high cholesterol. In the end, those sugary blueberry treats mostly deliver sugar and unhealthy fats, completely defeating the purpose compared to eating fresh blueberries on their own.
Oh, what a harmful mistake it is to combine blueberries with high-sugar foods, especially considering the serious risks related to diabetes. Oh, what a harmful mistake it is to combine blueberries with high-sugar foods, especially considering the serious risks related to diabetes.
That's right, Mr. Shannon. In my view, seniors should prioritize eating fresh whole blueberries rather than processed blueberry products loaded with sugar. If you want to enjoy blueberries in a dessert, it's better to prepare them at home using very little sugar, or even natural sweeteners, and keep the portion size small. For example, blending a fresh blueberry smoothie with unsweetened yogurt and just half a teaspoon of honey for taste is far healthier than store-bought smoothies packed with sugary syrups. And when craving baked goods, you can choose a whole grain muffin made with less sugar and lots of fresh blueberries instead. Most importantly, always check the nutrition label on blueberry-flavored products. If sugar is listed as the very first ingredient, it's best to stay away.
Wow, that's truly valuable advice, Mr. Bill. It actually reminds me of the saying, "Eat your fruit, don't drink your fruit." Seniors should take advantage of the natural sweetness of fresh blueberries while limiting added sugars. This way, they can better manage both their weight and their blood sugar levels.
Absolutely right, Mr. Shannon. However, let's keep in mind that during a birthday celebration or when enjoying a special moment with family and friends, having a little is perfectly fine. My point isn't that you must completely avoid all blueberry products with added sugar. It's about moderation and making sure the majority of the time you choose the fresh, healthier options.
Okay, I understand now. Life is about balance. Sometimes we enjoy a little treat, and that's perfectly fine as long as we control the portion. It's just like alcohol, isn't it? So shall we move on to the second mistake, Mr. Bill?
Yes, and this one is a critical mistake. Improper storage of blueberries. You see, fresh blueberries are extremely delicate. They can spoil or grow mold very quickly if not handled the right way, like leaving them out at room temperature too long, or tossing them into the fridge without sealing them properly. I'll never forget one of my former patients, Mrs. Thompson, a 75-year-old woman. She once bought a box of blueberries and left them out on the counter. After a few days, some berries turned soft with little white mold spots. Thinking it was harmless, she threw away the worst ones, rinsed the rest, and ate them. But only hours later, she developed severe stomach pain, a burning fever of 39 degrees Celsius, and non-stop vomiting. She was rushed to the hospital, and tests showed she had a dangerous listeria infection. She spent 5 days in intensive care. It was frightening, and it all started from just a few moldy berries.
That sounds really scary. I can't believe just a handful of moldy berries could cause such serious illness. Are you saying even 1 or 2 moldy ones can put the whole batch at risk?
Absolutely, Mr. Shannon. Never underestimate mold. Even if only a few berries look spoiled, the invisible fungal threads may have already spread to the others. Mold on fruit can release dangerous toxins, like aflatoxins, that damage the liver, the kidneys, and, if consumed repeatedly, can even threaten your life. So my advice is simple. If you spot mold, don't just remove the bad berry. Discard the surrounding ones too. And of course, never eat blueberries that smell fermented, taste sour, feel mushy, or show any grayish-white fuzz.
I see. That really changes the way I look at a simple box of fruit. So what can we do to store them properly, Mr. Bill? I'm sure good storage could prevent most of these problems.
Exactly. The best practice is to keep blueberries in a sealed container or bag, stored in the refrigerator, and consume them within 5 to 7 days. Before storing, remove any crushed or damaged berries, because they can spread mold quickly. And if you want to keep them longer, freeze them in an airtight container. Frozen blueberries can last safely for several months.
Very helpful, Mr. Bill. So to sum it up in 2 simple keywords, sealed container and moldy berries. Dear viewers, let's make sure we all remember these tips, because they could save your health.
Now, I'm really eager to move on to the third mistake, and that is eating too many blueberries at once, or far too often.
Really? That's surprising. You mean eating too many blueberries can actually have negative effects?
Exactly, Mr. Shannon. Blueberries are packed with fiber and nutrients, but when seniors consume a very large amount in a short time, it can disrupt the digestive system. For example, just 1 cup, about 148 grams, of blueberries provides 3.6 grams of dietary fiber, which is already a significant contribution toward the recommended daily intake of 25 to 38 grams for adults. But here's the problem. Suddenly consuming too much fiber when your body isn't used to it can trigger bloating, gas, stomach cramps, and even diarrhea. And because seniors often have a more sensitive digestive system and slower bowel movements, they're even more prone to these uncomfortable symptoms if they overeat blueberries in one sitting.
That actually reminds me of my own family. We've had a few cases of digestive trouble like this over the past few years. It sounds like we really do need to manage fiber intake more carefully.
Absolutely. And here are my recommendations. Seniors should eat blueberries in moderation, for example, about half to 1 small cup at a time, which equals 75 to 150 grams. And it's best to spread this across snacks rather than eating a huge amount all at once. If someone isn't used to a high-fiber diet, Increase the amount of blueberries gradually so the body has time to adapt. Always drink water alongside blueberries to help the digestive system process the fiber. And if bloating or diarrhea occurs, it's wise to temporarily reduce other high-fiber foods, such as fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, until the symptoms ease.
Yes, the old saying really is true. Too much of anything is never good. The lesson here is simple. Eat in moderation, and seniors can enjoy the benefits of blueberries without harming their health.
And maybe from now on, I'll have to get myself a kitchen scale just to weigh the blueberries before giving them to my parents, Mr. Bill.
Okay, Mr. Shannon. That's actually a pretty good solution.
Well, Mr. Bill, the time for today's program is almost up. Do you have any last important insights you'd like to leave with our audience?
Oh, Mr. Shannon, you know me. I could talk about blueberries all day. But since time is short, let me quickly share 3 final mistakes that many seniors often overlook. They may sound simple, but believe me, they can make a big difference. The first one is skipping the wash. Yes, I mean not washing blueberries properly before eating them. I know, they look so shiny and clean straight out of the box. But don't be fooled. On their journey from the farm to your table, those berries may have collected dust, pesticides, even germs from the many hands that touched them. Invisible to the eye, harmful microbes like E. coli, salmonella, or norovirus could be hiding on the surface. For seniors, whose immune systems are more fragile, eating unwashed blueberries can lead to severe food poisoning, diarrhea, vomiting, high fever, even hospitalization. So my advice? Always rinse them gently under clean running water. Think of it as giving your blueberries a little shower before they go into your mouth.
A blueberry shower. That's a picture I won't forget.
Exactly. And here's the second mistake: ignoring how blueberries interact with medications. This one is critical because most seniors take daily prescriptions for conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease. Let's take blood thinners, for example. 1 cup of blueberries, about 148 grams, contains roughly 28 micrograms of vitamin K. That's about 1/3 of the daily requirement. Vitamin K helps blood clot, which is usually good. But if you're on warfarin or other anticoagulants, suddenly eating a lot more or less blueberries than usual can throw off your dosage. Eat too many, and the drug becomes less effective, increasing your risk of blood clots. Stop eating them suddenly, and the drug might work too strongly, raising the risk of bleeding. And that's not all. Blueberries can mildly lower blood sugar. For seniors taking high doses of diabetes medications, this can push blood sugar too low. Some studies even suggest their antioxidants might interact with cholesterol-lowering statins, though that's still being researched. The bottom line is, if you take medications, don't make big changes in your blueberry intake without talking to your doctor.
Even something as innocent as blueberries can quietly interfere with serious medications. That's eye-opening, Mr. Bill.
And finally, the third mistake is ignoring allergy signs. Many people think blueberries are completely harmless. But did you know they contain natural salicylates, the same chemical family as aspirin? Some sensitive people, especially those with asthma, hay fever, or other allergies, may develop reactions. Symptoms can start small: itching, rashes, runny nose, stomach upset. But if ignored, these reactions may build up into something far more dangerous, even anaphylaxis in rare cases. The real danger is when seniors dismiss early warning signs and keep eating blueberries anyway. Remember, as we age, our bodies change, and new sensitivities can appear even if we've eaten a food safely for years. So, if you notice unusual symptoms after eating blueberries, stop, seek medical advice, and don't take chances.
That's powerful advice, Mr. Bill. So to wrap up today's episode, the final 3 takeaways are: wash your blueberries, Be mindful of medication interactions and never ignore allergy symptoms. Simple steps, but they can protect your health in a big way.
Exactly, Mr. Shannon. Blueberries can be one of the greatest gifts of nature for seniors, but only if we enjoy them wisely.
Mr. Bill, thank you so much for joining us today. Your insights have been eye-opening as always, and I know our audience has gained valuable knowledge to protect their health.
It's always my pleasure, Mr. Shannon. And to all our viewers, remember, blueberries are a gift of nature, but only if you enjoy them the right way. Small, mindful changes can make a big difference in your health as you age.
Exactly. Dear friends, let's make a commitment together. Eat blueberries wisely. Wash them, store them properly, enjoy them in moderation, and always be mindful of your health conditions. That way, you'll get the benefits without the risks.
That's the spirit.
And now, before we say goodbye, here's what we'd like you to do. Share this video with your family and friends, especially those over 60. Leave a comment below with your age and city, and tell us how you usually enjoy blueberries. And don't forget to subscribe to True Health Living for more senior health tips every week.
Stay healthy, stay strong, and I'll see you all in the next episode.